Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Thanks for joining us here on Northern Life. Hunter McCullough, I'm Ryan Half. Appreciate you joining us. So, Director Shania as well. Sorry, Shania, we got you. Also, Director Shania's birthday coming up tomorrow, so we're gonna have to deck out the studio or their booth downstairs, and then also select a cake.
Not just any birthday though, Ryan. It is the same number as your birthday. She's turning 30 years old. That's a huge birthday. So
huge day.
We're gonna have to go big or go home, and hopefully we'd end up going home. That would not be a good thing.
Maybe for Shania, for your birthday, we can just go home.
No, that'd be great. Everyone take the day off for Shania Day.
We are very happy to be able to bring you a show today. We had we're practicing like a power outage necessary, would you say, with our generator and whatnot. So our recording here has been delayed by a couple hours, but fortunately, I think we're bringing you a show today, so it's good news.
Life is good. I believe this is our third attempt for the show, and it's working so far. So cross your fingers, we continue to do well.
And I'm happy that we can be here because Hunter, big congratulations in order for the McCullough family. This guy here is about to be an uncle. How excited are you?
I just cannot wait. It's the thing that I'm excited for at this time for 2026.
The thing.
You never know. There's a whole lot of year left, but I mean, my gosh, it is so exciting. That's me rehearsing, practicing my reading stories so I can read to the little girl. She's a little girl, by the way, and it's set to be delivered here, set to come into this world late February. So very, very excited for my brother Colton, his girlfriend Emily, and life is just so good in the McCullough household. First time being an actual uncle, first time grandparents, my parents out there that we know of, and it's just super exciting. Very, very exciting here in the McCullough family. So congratulations to you two, and thanks for making me an uncle. I'm super excited for this new role.
That's gonna be so fun. I remember holding my niece Bridget for the first time, and it's just so amazing every time you look down and this little thing, this little bundle of joy is in your life now, and now my niece is like 2. It's like you just went from this tiny thing to this amazing, bigger thing.
I'm sure it happens really, really quick.
Super quick.
Oh my gosh! I'm sure my mind is always boggled just looking at just life in general. It's so cool that life is about to happen, and it's just nuts. It's very overwhelming and cool, and I can't even imagine how Colton and Emily feel. It's very exciting.
And I remember that photo of you holding another baby over your head. Have you practiced ways to hold a child?
That's my other thing. I really got to work on how to hold a kid because I'm going to be doing a lot of that probably very soon here, Ryan. So no, I have not worked on it whatsoever.
Okay.
I'm ill prepared when it comes to holding the baby.
You got some time. Maybe ask your parents for some tips out there. Well, if you have any tips for Hunter here, even me, as we navigate the uncle life, be sure to send us your best life advice and those uncle tips to our Northern Life text line. You can send us a text. You can send us a voicemail congratulating Hunter too, 218-900-3830.
Ooh, so much excitement here. And new research shows that being a grandparent might help keep your brain sharp. So look out, Mom and Dad. A study found that grandparents who care for their grandchildren score better on memory and verbal tests than those who don't. Scientists say the mental stimulation of involvement may act as a buffer against cognitive decline here as we do age. And in the research, grandmothers in particular showed less decline over time. So there we go, Ryan. How do your parents feel as far as being new grandparents now? It's been a little bit longer now, but
it is really cool. I think it'll be fun for you to watch Colton be a dad.
Yes.
I think it's going to change his life, obviously, but I feel like those moments change people's personalities too. Like my older sister, I remember her, up until like the age of 18 and then like slightly after, but now seeing her as a mom, it's so cool because she's so focused on making sure that Bridget is well in life. So, and my parents too, it's like seeing them, behave with basically a newborn once again. It's something obviously we didn't see because we were the newborns.
We were so little. We have no recollection of it. It's unbelievable. Yeah, I can't even fathom. That's another thing that's going to blow my mind. I mean, I was 2 when my brother was born. I've known him since obviously I was 2 years old. Yeah. It's like he's going to be a dad. Like I know he's going to kill it. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And it's going to be cool to see that transition, like you said, into him being a father. Very, very cool.
Congratulations once again. And we're so excited for that. We're so excited for the Winter Olympics coming up soon here on Northern News Now. And how about this? We got a text about a grandmother who will be glued to the TV screen. That is because the text on our Northern Life text line from South Range, Wisconsin said, there is a local grandma whose grandson is qualifying for the Olympic snowboarding team. His name is Lucas Foster and her name is Barb. Hope everyone will keep their fingers crossed for Lucas. So I did look it up, and indeed Lucas was on the 2022 U.S. snowboard team, and now he is one of the 56 athletes who have accepted that nomination for the 2025-26 Hydro Flask U.S. snowboarding team. So We'll be sharing that full profile coming up tomorrow here on Northern Life. It also includes the dangerous trick that he's apparently known for.
Wow, another local. That is what I'm talking about. And he's got a dangerous trick? Should we, maybe on Northern Life, we should try the trick, me and you, and see what happens.
I want to make sure that you're safe and that you're able to meet this niece of yours.
That's a good point. I got to wait at least a month.
That is step one.
Yes,
Keep Hunter off the half pipe. Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But congratulations to all of the teams who have completed the difficult races here in the John Bear Grease Sled Dog Marathon. Just some incredible images as dogs and mushers race through the cold. That includes this video on the Bear Grease Facebook page saying that this is what Bib 4 saw coming across Devil's Track Lake up near Grand Marais, dealing with a temp of 8 below and a wind chill of 31 below. Not only is there the wind chill, but you're probably going however fast you're going, so it actually feels even colder than 31 below on your face. That's wild.
Wasn't that a Mythbusters thing about like the rain or the cold running through the rain, that you actually get more wet if you're running through the rain?
Oh, that makes sense, I guess.
But this thing too, I don't even know how you know where you're going. Like you're just like, I'm going to make it to the other side of the lake apparently. So those teams are quite amazing.
Are there? I don't know anything, obviously, but like markers. There's got to be markers along the lake.
Yeah, there must be.
Hopefully,
yeah.
I mean, like you said, I would just be lost in that.
Going to run into somebody ice fishing.
Right.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's a big day for the Boundary Waters too. Permit reservations now officially up for grabs. U.S. Forest Service announced those permits went on sale at 9 a.m. this morning. So Boundary Waters Canoe Area Wilderness permits are from May 1st through September 30th. Those can be reserved. Visitors can also book those reservations online.
Are you excited, Ryan? Are you getting in line to buy this permit?
My buddies hopefully got them for me, so we'll figure out.
You gonna trust the buddies?
Yep, they're on the computer at 9 a.m. So, Mike, you got this.
I hope it happens, my friend.
Hey, coming up, a snowplow leads the way to new beginnings. We'll explain next on Northern Life.
Welcome back, folks. We could all use an adorable viewer photo here on this Wednesday. Ruth from Fail shared a picture of her pup saying Hunter on Thursday while waiting for Sky to do his duty. I heard trees popping off also. Sky looks really cold, but I'm assuming Sky's digging in the snow and having the time of his life.
It looks like Sky was trying to hide from those exploding trees. It'd be probably safe underneath the snow.
Honestly, I bet that is kind of scary for a dog, hearing the trees popping. But cool that you were able to hear that, and cool that Sky is living his best life out there in the real world.
Looking like Santa Claus of dogs there over in Fail Township.
Yep.
Thanks for the photo. Now to some incredible video during the winter storm that blanketed a large portion of the country. An Ohio plow driver took on a critical mission escorting an ambulance through some dangerous conditions.
Jeez, Adrian Wissett has the story.
All hands on deck to save a child in the middle of record-breaking snowfall.
It didn't really sink in until I got there and the ambulance was behind me with their lights and sirens.
An ODOT driver behind the plow for a most important mission.
That window of time was important because the conditions were only worsening throughout the day.
As a father myself, it hit me like, I don't know the age, the sex, the race, the religion of this child, nothing, no details, still don't know. And it was get this child to this hospital for whatever they need.
We had an awesome friend from ODOT that met us on the highway to get us there, and we got the baby here safely, so that's what matters in the end.
A snowy drive from Children's Hospital to Mercy Hospital and back.
The minute that we saw Joe, we knew everything was going to be just fine.
And baby Bryson is doing fine with a little help from some new friends. A driver just doing his job and a team of EMTs ready to answer the call.
Plow the way safely, let's get there in one piece, and because it's probably the most important trek of my ODOT career. It wasn't just pushing snow, it was getting this ambulance to this hospital safely and back.
Wow, that's one of those stories where everyone just comes together and makes it work, and that's pretty cool that worked out.
Literally plowing the path to safety.
New life. My gosh, that's pretty cool.
Awesome. Well, hey, areas that don't get a whole lot of snow had to do whatever it took to get things done these past number of days. That included a Charlotte area couple in North Carolina who now has a one-of-a-kind birth story to tell. With roads iced over, Shelby and Dave Montes walked to the hospital as she went into labor. So driving was too risky, so they decided to book a hotel just a quarter mile before, obviously, they were expecting. And then when it was time, decided to take it slow. A 10-minute walk, all to safely welcome their baby boy to the world. And thankfully, mom and baby are doing just fine.
Oh my gosh, that is absolutely incredible. Women are just incredible. How is she able to do that? Walk that far while in labor? That is just insane.
I'm sure if her husband, be like, 10 minutes is a long walk too. But amazing for her to say, we're going to do this. We're going to get this done.
They should have got a sled. I'm sure they don't have sleds down there, but just put her on a sled and wheel her in. My gosh.
This one maybe seemed a little safer.
Sure, that makes sense.
Yeah. Let's go to Wisconsin now, where there's a man who works in disaster relief, traveling to hard-hit communities around the country. So while helping with hurricane recovery in North Carolina, he found more than a job. He also found community. So he wanted to bring that same sense of connection back to his state of Wisconsin. And that's why he decided to build a sauna park. 3 wood-fired saunas in Wauwatosa. And he wanted to create a place for people to slow down, share stories, and get through a tough winter all together.
Wow, there's nothing like the feeling of a sauna in the middle of winter. It's just absolutely beautiful and cool. Again, community is what it's all about. You got to get out there and talk with your folks out in the community. That's pretty darn cool.
I've been in one of those barrel saunas before, and my goodness, they heat up so fast. You want to go in and out 20 times.
Is it pretty small in there too? I bet that's the reason that it heats up so quick.
I think 4 is probably a good number in there. Okay. I think we put 6 at the party that I went to, but the folks who were sitting next to they have the exhaust pipe out there towards the back where you obviously have the hot coals. And if you're those 2 people closest to that thing, your skin feels like it's gonna melt.
Melt off.
Yeah.
That's insane. Have you ever done? I know a lot of crazy people do this, but going out into the sauna and then jumping out into a snowbank where it's nice and cold afterwards.
I've done that in a hot tub. I haven't done that in a sauna yet.
That's nuts.
If anybody has the opportunity for us to do that for a story,
hey,
we won't say no.
I like sweating.
Yeah. I don't know.
I do it professionally, pretty much.
Okay. I don't necessarily know if I love the idea of jumping in the cold water, but it'll be good if there's a sauna involved.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, now let's head to Illinois, where frigid temperatures aren't stopping Chicago's Great Lake jumper from jumping into some icy waters, doing a daily plunge into Lake Michigan. So apparently, like clockwork, Dan O'Connor here flips into the icy waters at Montrose Harbor, something he's done every morning for more than 5 years now. So the ritual apparently started during the pandemic after his wife suggested a cold plunge could cure a hangover. And now, as a local celebrity, O'Connor says the jumps aren't about views, but rather inner peace. And he says he'll continue to jump in for as long as he can.
Okay, that is insane right there, but pretty darn cool. I've heard it's always great. I don't know about hangovers, but I've heard it's great for the human body. Pretty fantastic.
It's hard to think about anything else. Yeah.
Unbelievable. So good for him. Keep doing it. You got to keep that streak going as long as you can.
And if you're doing something like that around the Northland, let us know.
Yep.
Be happy to share it. 218-900-3830, the text line. Coming up, does it work? Rachel Hagbarth back at it again when we return.
Well, here we go. Oscar Mayer, I know we've been waiting on bated breath here, Ryan, has announced the second annual Weenie 500 here is going to be returning for the iconic Indianapolis Motor Speedway on May 22nd.
You're just too excited. You can't even get it out.
It's wild, man. I don't even know what to think here, but the race will lead up to the 110th Indianapolis 500, serving as the unofficial kickoff to summer here, with 72 million hot dogs consumed every Memorial Day weekend. The Weenie 500 sets out to remind fans that anywhere is the perfect time for an Oscar Mayer wiener. Even a professional racetrack, selling nearly 500,000 more wieners last year. The spectacle drew 85,000 fans in the stands and 8 million more on the live stream. So there's no lack of popularity here, Ryan.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to enjoy it.
Yeah, I know over the, I think it was the summer or something like that, they had we just turned it to the Ocho. You ever watch the Ocho?
ESPN 8, the Ocho.
Oh my gosh, they had the Goodyear blimp races.
Wow.
Because there's 3 Goodyear blimps, and it's the slowest thing ever. You're just watching these blimps next to each other, and they're trying to make it to their spot, and it took like forever. We're just sitting there like, why are we wasting our day watching this? It was the funniest thing.
Did they do it in the sky?
Yeah, in the sky, and then you have to land in this one spot, and one of the people won, and it was kind of crazy.
I would fear they'd collide somehow.
Well, I think they stay pretty far
Okay.
away from each
All
other.
right.
Yeah, in order to, and it's not a windy day. They make sure the weather's right, but it was quite the ordeal there, Ryan.
They thought it through.
They sure did. Good luck to you blimps out there if you're watching. Let's get to this week's Does It Work? At first glance, today's product looks like some sort of ballroom decoration, Ryan.
A balloon decoration.
Oh, ballroom. Balloon decoration.
According to Rachel Hackbarth, it's actually a self-contained inflatable ironing machine.
Do you ever find yourself with wrinkled clothes, but you just don't feel like ironing or steaming them? This product we found circulating on social media claims to practically do it for you. It's a Ventura Classic $159 hands-free inflatable ironing machine. This is an entirely new concept for our tester, Susan Kozlowski.
What do you think about this concept?
Well, if it works, it might be kind of cool.
The makers claim once we get this product put together, with just a press of a button, it will smooth, dry, and refresh our clothes in as little as 8 to 12 minutes.
All right, it's getting kind of tall here.
We get a balloon for shirts and one for pants. This works on clothing up to 3XL. We also get these clamps and weights to make sure that our clothing is hanging tight on this balloon.
This. All right.
So place the hanger with 4 clips on top of the telescopic. We're gonna need a ladder.
Yeah, I'm too short. Let's put this on the floor.
The instructions include a lot of details.
Shirt's balloon and pull the elastic cord at the bottom over the mounting flange. Hang the garments over the shirt's balloon.
So it's
okay.
like so?
Yeah.
That's pretty tight.
I think so. So then this inflates and thus inflates the shirt once we have that on it.
With that plugged in, our inflatable should heat up. You can change the time duration and temperature.
So we have it on the hottest setting.
Is it any warmer? Oh, it's pretty toasty.
Yeah.
Unlike an iron or steamer, we can walk away while this device hopefully works its magic.
I'm not seeing that it works very quickly.
No.
And I'm not sure if 11 minutes is going to do it.
So was Susan right? Here's our final product. Susan thinks it did get rid of some wrinkles, but the setup and installation was a little more work than she's used to. For Does It Work, I'm Rachel Hackbarth.
Wow, looks like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man right there, all puffed up right there.
The wacky, waveable, inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Yes,
Could be yours for $160. Our Northland photographer has earned some recognition when we come back.
Kind of back to that idea there, the products. It's almost like a boot warmer, kind of, but just for all your other clothes, and irons it out, I guess, a little bit.
It does look like it takes a long time, so, you know, I really don't want to get the ironing board out. Many times I've ironed my shirts on top of a table.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know, I think it works out. Probably not good for the table.
Sure, that makes sense.
Yeah, I just gotta do the work.
Couple burns right there, and make sure not to put it next to a window either. You got this upside down pair of pants. They're like, what the heck is going on in that home right there?
A lot of questions.
Yes,
a lot of questions.
A lot of questions for sure. Before we go today, next time you're in the Skyway going to and from the deck, be sure to check out the beautiful new displays. The deck has unveiled their latest Skywalk beautification project, including Destination Duluth Photographer Showcase windows. They say it's a fun way here to show off the great photographers in our region. A lot of talent around here, Ryan.
We do have a lot of great photographers, so to be able to show more beauty through their eyes, pretty awesome to see.
Yeah, and the mold that we have around the Northland too, quite a lot of opportunities for good photos.
Mm-hmm. Well, hey, looking ahead, almost Valentine's Day, be sure to book those reservations. And you'll remember the Sweethearts hearts that you can buy. They got new sayings this year like split rent, carpool, and cook for two, just highlighting the state of the economy as the romance lives on here in 2026.
I like the split rent. That's hilarious. Make sure you pay me. Thanks for joining us here, everybody. We love you all.
We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good Wednesday.
Find some time to throw a line, or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.